showing a video series from Fort Pierce, Florida to Myrtle Beach, South Carolina over 10 days. And we're now on the final day, day 10, arriving in Myrtle Beach. So Mike, it's your final day, day 10, and it looks like you guys are just getting ready to leave.
It does look that way. Yeah, we're running around and checking all the lines and making sure we count them and get all of them disconnected because, you know, we don't want to have any incidents where we have a line still attached to the dock when we try to motor away. It's very embarrassing.
You wouldn't want that to happen?
No, I would never want that to happen. But yeah, no, it was a beautiful morning and the clouds are amazing.
I was going to say the clouds look amazing.
Yeah, so we usually go around and get the motors warmed up and make sure we've topped off the water tanks and disconnect the shore power cable, get it all stowed away, and then get ready to head underway for a nice day of sailing down little bits of the ICW again. Hours left, guys.
I know. Catching the video of us all reading, right?
Yeah.
This is what the trip is all about.
Reading. Fairly typical.
We've all read like 3 books.
Reading and mini donuts. Mini donuts, right, Mike?
Pardon?
This trip is about reading and mini donuts?
Definitely. Donuts, cookies.
Those were $3 donuts.
Beans.
$3.
$3 donut?
We had after $2 pints.
How many?
$2 pints.
Ah, nice.
So you made some good time on this trip so far, and it seems like you don't actually have that long of a distance to cover on your last day.
No, we didn't have a huge distance to go. It was a fairly comfortable trek and through very interesting terrain, actually. I remember passing through different sections in here and they had all kinds of evidence of old rice plantations and stuff like that. And the main issue through this area of the channel, which was very zigzaggy, I suppose is the term. Anyway, there were a lot of turns.
An official sailing term?
Yeah, it is official. Anyway, the wind was all over the place because it kind of follows the river, so you'd head up and you get a nice straight stretch and you have a good run of sailing, but then you get up to the next turn and the actual point of sail changes significantly.
So you're actually turning quite a bit throughout.
Yeah, exactly. It was very, very much curvaceous, I think is the term.
I see. And this is a I guess this is one of the areas where you are turning and kind of moving through this channel.
So the whole thing was a bit of a swampy marsh kind of area. It's incredibly beautiful. Some people don't really go in for that as far as just watching the trees go by. I think it's kind of boring, but I found that to be an awesome spot. And it was fairly narrow in places, but actually the depth was really good. So it made it a lot more comfortable for navigation, unlike some of the other areas of the ICW, which were very stressful to get through when you've got only a little bit of depth to play with.
Osprey Marina, this is High Five.
Osprey Marina, how can we help you?
High Five has a reservation for today. 36-foot catamaran. We'd like to come into the fuel dock first, if that's all right.
This is Osprey Marina. For some reason, we had your reservation on file for tomorrow, but that is fine. You can come on into the fuel dock and look for a portside tie, Captain. Fuel dock is clear, and we'll have someone down there to assist you, and then we will direct you to your spot.
Sounds perfect. We'll be there shortly. Just about to turn in a few minutes.
Roger that. Osprey Marina going back to 16.
High Five out. Portside tie. Shallow? No. This is where we're going. Oh, we're here. Woohoo! This is it.
This is where the boat will stay.
It is.
Hard to starboard.
I always wanted to say that.
We saw 2 turtles.
How's the depth around your way?
19 feet.
So you're now pulling up to your final destination for this part of the journey, or at least this trip, which is Osprey Marina in Myrtle Beach.
Yep, exactly. So this marina is a man-made basin that's basically dug out off of this river, and incredibly well protected. They had no issues during Hurricane Matthew, for example. They had maybe a couple of trees down, but that was it. But yeah, so we got in here, and I went directly to the fuel dock to top out the fuel tanks. Again, it's one of those things that you need to get done pretty much immediately if you're going to store your boat for a bit. Top up the fuel tank so there's no condensation issues as far as water accumulation goes, and then you know also add in your fuel stabilizer if you need it. So our boat runs on gasoline, so it needs a little more stabilization than some of the diesels do. The diesels tend to need biocides so they don't get accumulation of bacteria and stuff in their fuel. But anyway, so yeah, here we're just pulling up to the fuel dock to top that off, and then later on we'll end up turning around. It's a bit of a maneuver on this boat. The twin outboards are nice because the 2 engines are always handy to maneuver your boat, turn on a dime and all that. But these are relatively small, and they actually have they're quite narrow, I guess. Like there's not much distance between them, so you don't have quite as much control as you would on a standard inboard setup.
And the plan here at this location is to stay for about 6 weeks.
Yeah, exactly. So we're gonna stay for that amount of time, and it's like I said, it's a very comfortable spot, and we weren't too worried about weather and tide conditions, and it's also fresh water, which is nice. So up here, I neglected to turn the camera around to the right side, but we're going up to our final docking spot where we're gonna be staying for a while.
Yeah, and then we leave the boat there until you come back in about a month.
Don't make me nervous, guys.
That's good there? A little bit farther. We still got 10 feet. So yeah, we still got 10 feet.
So because you arrived early, you were able to check out Myrtle Beach downtown a little bit?
Yeah, a little bit. We planned for an extra day for weather and whatever else, but yeah, we got there basically on time and got to look around the sights of Myrtle Beach. Interesting place, especially in the down season. It's a bit quiet, but yeah, it was beautiful to look at the beach and enjoy the shopping and talking with friends and just talking over what happened on our trip.
Oh, refreshing.
It is brisk. Just a little brisk.